Hey guys, how's it going? It's exactly 4 p.m. on the 29th of April, almost the end of the month, and feeling a little better. Having just a really great week in terms of just the way I'm feeling really centered, getting a lot of exercise like I want. I've been really productive work-wise. The only thing that's really off is my tea again, and I keep saying I'm gonna contact Aiden, but I just, I've been so productive work-wise. Whatever. Anyways, so just really great week, but just had a thought I want to share. As you can see, I'm wearing a trans fabulous shirt. That's because being trans is fabulous. Let me tell you why. I call this vlog I Like That I'm Trans, and I never really thought I might be saying this specifically, but I'm finally at the point in my life where I can say that I like that I'm trans. I'm happy I'm trans. I've accepted it. Sure, it sucks not being born male. Sure, it sucks having to use an STP and having to have surgeries and planning my histo, knowing that my dick is never going to be what it would have been had I been born male. But, attachment is the root of all suffering. I mean, I can be attached to the fact that I didn't have father-son bonding and didn't get to have normal sexual experiences in high school, as a male or whatever, but I don't, normal, I don't know. High schoolers' sexual experiences are positive or normal or whatnot. It's just like, I wouldn't trade this experience for the world. Like I said, being attached to things is just basically what gets you down. I was very attached to my dysphoria, to the fact that I was not born male, that I did not have, the male socialization, the father-son bonding, like I mentioned. I was very upset about the STP thing, and I just was very attached to that, and I realized that's what makes me anxious or anything, like just being attached to anything, people, situations, emotions, certain times in your life, whatever. We all have to change. Transition is about change. I didn't want to accept it. I didn't want to accept. I was the fact that I was trans, that I wasn't born male, that I didn't have the dick that my brother does, or my father does, that I wasn't his son growing up. I was very angry. I was very angry and just mad. I don't know who to be mad at. God, myself, my parents, I didn't know who. And instead of directing anger, it's become like, well, I am who I am now. I can embrace that. I can go skateboarding. I can have a great time. I'm also in a better place. I had a lot of things going on, family-wise, work-wise, all these kind of things, depression-wise, personally, that all contributed. But I see a lot of guys really upset about the dick issue, and it sucks ass. Not everyone is going to have the dick they want or the body they want. Some people are in wheelchairs for life. Some people are diabetic and have to give themselves shots, whatever. Some people, have cancer. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's become this medical thing, because I think I'm able to see it more this way because I just appear male, look male, I am male now. I'm not going through that stage. My family accepts me, calls me Charles. I'm just Charles, in everyday life. So I think that helps, well, of course it does help, but I've gotten to this point where I'm like, it's made me who I am. I'm more sensitive to women. I'm more sensitive to men, because I understand them as well, too, and I just feel kind of like I'm this bridge between humanity, and I would not trade this experience for the world. Yeah, I get dysphoric sometimes, but it doesn't hit as hard, and it doesn't linger, and I just don't really pity myself. My trans experience is valuable. Your trans experience is valuable. It's valid. It's authentic. It's another way of being human. It's really hard to get to that point of self-acceptance. So, I came out here, I got this tattoo, acceptance is the answer, and the guy that did it had no idea I was trans, but he said, can I ask you about it? And I said, no, it's just kind of, accepting people for who they are, not being judgmental, just kind of taking people for who they are, but also just acceptance of self. And he goes, he had no idea about the trans depression stuff, and he goes, fighting a battle with yourself is the hardest battle you'll ever fight, and you'll never win. And it's true. So, you're trans, you know it, you're conscious of it, that's great. For years, until I was 20, I didn't even know what transgender was. Had I known sooner, I would have tried to transition sooner, but, I was in the South, didn't even know what the term was until I was 20 years old. Now I'm 25, and here I am. Acceptance is the answer. It's so hard. I remember when I was going through the really bad dysphoria, Jacob, he blogged on here a lot, on YouTube. He went through lower surgery, and he said, I know it sucks, but you have to accept it. And I was like, no, I don't want to. I remember, like, don't think this is easy. Here I am just telling you this. No, it's not easy. It's something I had to work through. That's a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. So, yeah, 2 years ago. It's taken me 2 years to work through that. It's not easy to accept it. It's like, what the hell? It's not an easy, lot to be dealt. It's not an easy hand to play, but you just gotta give it your all. Just do it. You know who you are? Just fucking do it. I don't know. It's not easy to think like, oh, how would every other guy wake up and deal with, having a vagina or whatever, and how would he like that, or how would they deal? It's like, I don't know, but they're not me, and I'm just gonna make the best of it. Just want to say, I've just been feeling really empowered lately. Been reading up a lot on Buddhism and Taoism, reading the Tao Te Ching again, and I just see so many guys just being really upset about being trans, and I get that. It fucking sucks sometimes. Yeah, let's be honest, it fucking sucks. Like one of my trans moms said, people don't exactly wake up and be like, oh, I wish I was a transsexual today. But yeah, but some of us are, so we just take that and let it empower us because it's made me look so much deeper into myself. I'm so much more in touch with myself. Like I said, I feel like I understand humanity more. So I'm not only more connected to humanity, I feel, because I can understand what women and men are thinking, but I feel more connected to myself. I feel more balanced in a gender way, that I can be feminine and express myself. And not that those are two separate thoughts, that I can be feminine if I want, but also express my emotions, have emotions, because men, especially straight men, heterosexual men, because, I date women, aren't allowed that. And I just feel more connected to humanity. And it's never really been a turn off or a problem in my dating. So I've never really had that problem yet. So women are just like, oh, you understand me. And I'm just very comfortable in my male gender, present myself that way, and confidence is sexy. So I don't have a problem with straight women. It's just like, oh, you're definitely a dude. If you're sure of yourself, whatever. I had a girlfriend tell me once that, she thinks FTMs are kind of even more manly and more masculine than guys born male, in reference to, not having the standard anatomy. She says, because, you guys know you're male even without having a fucking dick. I was like, exactly. So many other things define our masculinity and maleness besides that. And same with trans women. Like, it doesn't matter if you have a vagina or whatever, if you've had surgery, like, you're female just because you're female or whatever it is. All right. Yeah. You guys take care. Holla at the trans girls. Love you.